2-1 pitch, and Elvis lines that ball into center field. That's a base hit. Scoring from third is Buckenstedt. Elvis now 2 for 2, and 3-0. Vikings in the lead here in the second. 2-2 pitch to Prickett. Called strike 3 on the inside. Prickett caught looking. She's perfect through 9, and that's 9 strikeouts. Here's a bouncing ball. That's into left field. That's a base hit, and it goes underneath the legs of the left fielder Prickett. It's going to clear the bases. Scoring all the way from first base is Everett. That's Buckenstedt. She'll go to third base standing up there. A base hit in RBI. 2 base air leads to another run, and it is 5-0 Vikings in the lead here in the third. So Eckelceder's 1-2 pitch to Prickett. That's a called strike 3 on the inside. She strikes out the side for the 4th time in this game. That's 13 Ks through 6. It's 7-0. Edco in the lead. Gall ropes that ball down the right field line. It is slicing, and that is a fair ball. That's extra bases. That'll score 2. Gall goes to second base. They'll wheel her around. She'll go into third. It's a stand-up triple into the right field corner, and it's 9-0 Vikings in the lead here in the 6th, and that 10th run just 60 feet away now. Here's the first pitch. That's a base hit between short and third. Base hit for Campbell Kirby. Gall scores from third base, and the game is over. Edco gets production up and down the lineup. A base hit by Kirby gives them a 10-0 victory. Rachel Eckelceder strikes out 13 in a 6-inning perfect game. And Edco into the regional semifinal, where they will face Northland. Edco defeats West Central tonight by a final score of 10-0 in 6 innings. The best tourney action is on KCTN FM 100.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is asking members to do the summer shift. No, it's not a dance. Simply reduce your electricity use between the hours of 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. on weekdays. That's when power costs the most. So turn up the thermostat, delay the dishwasher, shift the start of laundry, and you can help keep the electricity rates affordable. This summer savings message is brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Alameda Clayton, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Alameda Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards, and they offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com. And you can even set up a free web store for your fundraiser. Make sure to check out the selection of Bulldog Spirit Wear and Iowa-themed items at the Monona location. Epic Wear, located in downtown Monona and Waukon. Call 563-539-2300 to place your order today.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
NFV Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Bank First in West Union, helping you save time and money. Member FDIC. West Union Motor Sales and Service. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and Clayton County Recycling. We begin the On Deck Show for today's game. We're joined by North Fayette Valley softball coach Bailey Monroe. Coach, your team 19-13, finished up the regular season by beating New Hampton 3-2. Tell me about that game.
It was a very solid game for us and actually for both teams. It was a great competition. Essentially, it was great defense. It was a catcher's duel as well. We threw out some girls. They threw some of us out. So it was a great ball game, and we ended up coming up clutch with a walk and then some defensive errors on their end on a bunt. So great game to finish. Yeah,
good way to finish up the regular season. Let's talk about offensively. This is a team that has a number of girls contributing. Tell me about some of those individuals.
Yeah. As you said, we have quite a few number of girls in our lineup that contribute for us. Some of our key players, Jessica Francis, who led our conference in hits and singles. So she gets the ball rolling, and she's got some speed, so we can use her to move around on the bases. But also, we got Justine Cowley. She's a senior. She's dependent on just hitting the ball and play, which is great at that spot. And then, of course, we have Sarah Dean, our sophomore, who's our power hitter. It's just insane how unbeatable she is, and so we're looking forward to seeing what she can do tonight. And last but not least, we have Hannah Schrader, also can hit the long ball, which is great, but something similar to Justine Cowley. She just puts the ball in play, but she puts it in play hard. She's a hard hitter. So all of our girls have the capacity to do it, and it'll be great to see what they can do tonight.
All right, let's talk about pitching-wise. I know Reagan Weimer gets the start for you. Tell me about Reagan on the mound.
Reagan's awesome. She's the ace. She's the dependable one for us. She's been dominant in all conference games as well as some of our non-conference, especially against New Hampton, where she had 13 strikeouts just by herself, which is awesome. So we're going to be depending on her to throw spots and use her changeup to throw off the Dubuque Whalert hitters tonight.
All right. Now, you mentioned Whalert. What do you know about the Golden Eagles?
They are a solid team, obviously pretty high in their conference rankings for them as well. We know that we have three players to beat tonight, essentially. Two, to make sure that they don't get on base and run on us, and one to make sure that she just sticks to singles or maybe even a double rather than home runs and triples.
All right, some of the other keys in the ball game for North Fayette Valley then.
Making sure that we play solid defense, don't have any sort of errors, because we know that they're going to put the ball in play, and we know that they're going to get some hits, but we want to make sure that we do damage control in terms of defensive with that, so making sure that we don't make any errors. And then offensively, we just need to make sure that we're putting the ball in play and playing our game, which is aggressive base running as well.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
NFV softball coach Bailey Monroe and her Tiger Hawk team. The On Deck Show continues after this.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m.
T&T Power Sports sells and services all makes and models of UTVs and ATVs. Not ready for a new ATV or UTV? T&T Power Sports has a nice selection of clean used units available. Contact Brian, Master Certified Technician, or Tracy for your next UTV or ATV purchase, or to schedule service work to keep your UTV or ATV in top-notch condition for work or play. Call 563-245-1100 or stop in and visit with Brian or Tracy at T&T Power Sports, north of Elkader on Highway 13 today.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start, more than 90 years ago. We understand it's more than a farm, it's your life. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect what you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Depke, agent, at 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The doctors and staff at Family Dentistry of Monona encourage everyone to get out and support your local high school baseball and softball teams this summer. It's always a great time to watch a ball game and enjoy the weather at your local high school ball diamonds. Dr. Mark Bowie, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, and Dr. Courtney Wicken strongly encourage all of these area athletes to wear athletic mouthguards while on the playing field to protect their great smiles. That's Family Dentistry of Monona, 602 Tower Street, 539-4651.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
NFV Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Elgin State Bank of Elgin and Wadena, member FDIC, Gunderson Palmer Lutheran Hospital and Clinics, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Cornell Mutual Agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. We continue the On Deck Show. We're joined by Whalert softball coach Tyler Lang. Coach, our team finishing up the regular season 28-8, split a doubleheader with Xavier to close the season. Tell me about those two games.
Yeah, we were a little short-handed with the makeup game. We had some girls missing. The first game, we jumped out to an early lead. As the game progressed, we really didn't play a very clean ball. Had, I believe, 4 errors in that game, which is not like us at all. But we were able to respond, play well in game 2, and take that game 7-4, I believe.
All right. So offensively, this is a team that has a number of kids contributing. Who's leading the way offensively?
Julia Roth has been the most consistent one all year. She's hitting 505 with 12 home runs. Ruth Tauber's starting to heat up here quite a bit as of late. And Tierney Teslow, they're all hitting above 450 right now, I believe.
Yeah, and I know you're getting production up and down the lineup. Let's talk about pitching-wise. I know you've got some depth pitching-wise, but who do you look to start tonight?
Yeah, we'll go with Julia Roth. She's kind of been our rock all year. Games that she don't start, she'll come in relief if needed. And then if we have to make a change, Tierney Tesla has been solid all year for us as well.
All right, turning our attention to North Fayette Valley, what do you know about the Tiger Hawks?
I know they've got a ton of stolen bases on the year. They got a couple girls with high averages, so if we can keep them off the base pass and limit them to putting pressure on us, we should be in good shape.
What else do you want to see out of your team in this ball game? What do you feel the big keys for you guys?
Obviously expectations are high after going 28-8 and winning the MVC. Just want our girls to come out and play loose and not be uptight.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Whalert softball coach Tyler Lang on his Golden Eagle program. The On Deck Show continues after this.
People State Bank is locally owned and locally managed with 20 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology, we're it. As a community bank, we're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become part of People State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People State Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Beth from Sodes Green Acre, Country Market and Cafe in Guttenberg. Are you headed to the Mississippi this weekend? Stop into Sodes Green Acre. You'll find some yummy snacks, heat and serve entrees, seafood, Edgewood Locker meats, and a huge selection of spirits, wine, and craft beer from Iowa distilleries, vineyards, and breweries. Whether you're stocking the fridge at the cabin, taking it with you on the boat, or looking for some fun gift ideas, you'll find a taste of Iowa at Sodes Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sodes is more than just a store.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student-athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
NFV Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, RGK Portable Building serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barnes along with Gibson Barnes. Welcome to Dubuque Whalert High School, and this is a Class 3A softball opener tonight on KCTN. It is North Fayette Valley taking on the Dubuque Whalert Golden Eagles, the 6th-ranked team in Class 3A in Whalert, against an NFV team that won a share of the Upper Iowa Conference. Gibson, an interesting 3A matchup.
Yeah, for sure. It's good to be back. I also want to say happy birthday.
Hey,
you
thanks.
needed somebody to fill in. I said, why not? So, yeah, it's good to be back. A familiar voice for some of our listeners. A couple summers ago, I did a lot of baseball, softball. So, yeah, we have an interesting one, like you said.
You've done basketball with us through the years here and there, so we appreciate you filling in for Coach Mike Sass in tonight's ball game. North Fayette Valley comes in 19-13. Whalert comes in 28-8. Let's start first off talking about Whalert. They are the home team, but we normally start talking about the visiting team, but obviously we're more familiar with NFV, so let's talk about Whalert. This is a team that has very similar numbers to North Fayette Valley and did it against far better competition.
Yeah, when you go look up this Whalert team, you see incredible statistics up and down the lineup. And when you go look at their competition, they have 14 wins against 5A competition this year. That's the third most among non-5A schools. They're behind Fort Dodge and another school. So they're 14-5 against 5A competition this year. They play a lot of Cedar Rapids schools, a couple of Iowa City schools, split a lot of those decisions. And you start by looking at that, you're like, wow, this team plays incredible competition. throughout the year.
They won the Mississippi Division of the Mississippi Valley Conference. They went 15-5 in the conference. Offensively, some of the numbers. Tierney Teslo batting .423. She has 38 RBIs on the season. Julia Roth, who also pitches for them, 52 of 105 this season, so batting just short of 500. 12 home runs, 52 RBIs. She leads them offensively.
Yeah, both of these teams are only going to start a couple of seniors, and we're really impressed by those two freshmen, Roth and Tauber. I think the most impressive thing is those two have combined for 20 home runs this year, but Tauber has 31 walks this season and 5 strikeouts. As a team, Whalert has walked more than they have struck out. So North Fayette Valley will have their hands full tonight.
And the Tiger Hawks' goal to keep Whalert off balance in this ball game. North Fayette Valley feels like offensively they can create some things. You mentioned Ruth Tauber. She's 50 of 110 on the season and has driven in 25 RBIs. But this is a team that, again, up and down the lineup, they put the ball into play.
Yeah, and that's one of the things North Fayette Valley in a couple of games this year have struggled with. They ended the season, North Fayette Valley did, winners of 9 of their last 10, and their one loss came against Decorah, a pretty solid team. That was a 7-4 loss. That North Fayette Valley out-hit Decorah in, and they led in that ball game. But a couple of those innings, North Fayette Valley had 5 errors in that ball game. So a couple of those innings, 1 or 2 hits, 1 or 2 errors, combined 5 runs for Decorah in the second inning.
Let's talk about North Fayette Valley here and offensively, and Sarah Dean leads the way for them. She is batting just short of 500 as well. 48 of 97, 3 home runs, 37 RBIs. She has scored 29 runs from the cleanup spot for North Fayette Valley.
Sarah Dean has one of those varsity-bound pages where you are just shocked when you look at it. When you sort by their conference statistics, her conference slugging, not her on-base plus slugging, not her OPS, her slugging is over 1,000. She has a slugging percentage 150 points higher than second place in the Upper Iowa Conference. Coming from the 4 spot, everything goes through her for North Fayette Valley.
So not only does she hit the ball, but she hits the ball hard and hits it well for North Fayette Valley. Jessica Francis is the leadoff hitter. She's 25 of 26 stolen base-wise, 36 of 105 on the season. Maddie Nye has had a strong year as well, 31 of 97, 29 RBIs on the season. Justine Cowley and Hannah Schrader, the other bigger bats in the lineup. Cowley, a senior, 37 of 96. She has 11 extra base hits, 30 RBIs. Hannah Schrader has 3 home runs and 33 RBIs. So North Fayette Valley, as we mentioned, the numbers similar to Whalert.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. North Fayette Valley has victories over 3A and 4A opponents this year. New Hampton and Waverly Shellrock among those two. And one of the things you really need for tonight is Reagan Weimer to be on, her changeup working well. Hopefully you get a lot of soft contact, a lot of deep fly balls that don't leave this kind of small ballpark here in Dubuque. You just have to get a lot of things going your way, and you'll have a chance.
Or if it's a home run, it's just a solo shot in this ball game. But let's talk about this pitching matchup here. And Reagan Weimer, the one thing she does is mix things up well. She's 14-9 on the season, has thrown 131 innings, allowed 136 hits, 87 earned runs, walked 52, struck out 101. The ERA is about 4.65. Going to have to hold that somehow tonight to 4 runs or less, I think, to have the opportunity tonight.
And she's thrown over 3/4 of North Fayette Valley's innings this year. So it's going to start with her, and hopefully it's going to end with her because the Tiger Hawks have not thrown a lot behind her.
And the other thing is she's not going to overpower Whalert, but the object to keep them off balance, and she has a great changeup.
That's the entire game plan. You have to hope for soft contact. Hopefully she's hitting her spots. And then, like I said, a lot of those fly balls stay in the ballpark. Not too windy, but hopefully they knock them down a little bit. Little ground balls back to the mound. He'll hope to make the plays behind her, the routine ones.
Got to be clean defensively. That's what's hurt North Fayette Valley from time to time. Is you mentioned the errors they had in a ball game earlier this year. That has popped up from time to time. They need a clean game defensively. For Whalert, Julia Roth is their freshman pitcher. 91 innings, allowed 80 hits, 23 earned runs, walked 26 and struck out 71. Her ERA sparkling at 1.76. But again, it's a team that throws a couple of other pitchers, but it is Roth that will take the bulk of the innings for Whalert.
Yeah, definitely difference between teams here. Whalert kind of has a 1A and a 1B between Roth and Teslo. Roth, not the strikeout numbers that Teslo has, but her walks are way down too, so expect a lot of strikes from Roth tonight.
All right, let's go through the lineup. First off, for North Fayette Valley, the Tiger Hawks are 19-13 on the season, co-champs of the Upper Iowa Conference. Jessica Francis, the center fielder, bats leadoff. Bailey Rue is the right fielder. She'll bat second. Justine Cowley, the shortstop, bats third. Sarah Dean is the catcher. She'll bat cleanup. Maddie Nye, the second baseman, bats in the number 5 position. Hannah Schrader is the first baseman, batting 6th. Grace Feldman, the left fielder, bats 7th. Ella Seek is the third baseman, batting 8th. And Reagan Weimer is the pitcher, batting in the number 9 spot. North Fayette Valley has 9 players in their lineup. They do not use the designated player. Here's the lineup for the Whalert Golden Eagles. Ruth Tauber, the center fielder, bats leadoff. Julia Roth is the pitcher, batting second. Tyranny Teslo, the first baseman, bats third. Anna Rowling is the designated player. She hits cleanup for Whalert. C.D. Schultz is the second baseman, batting fifth. Addison Klein, the third baseman, bats sixth. Nora King is the left fielder, plays position number 7, and bats seventh in the lineup for the Golden Eagles. Bailey Wallou, the catcher, bats 8th. Kylie Sieverding is the shortstop, batting in the number 9 spot. And the number 10 position in their lineup is Charlie Kiefer. She is the right fielder. Again, Whalert 28-8, 15-5 is what they won the Mississippi division of the Mississippi Valley Conference. We talked about some of the things we expect to see in this ball game. Let's talk about North Fayette Valley. Got to put the ball into play.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we talk about other teams trying to put pressure on North Fayette Valley's defenders, it's the same concept. Everybody's playing on the same field, same fence, everything like that. Hopefully, the whole goal is everything goes through Sarah Dean. Get on base in front of her and have your best player do her thing.
And they have no problem here if it ends up being a higher score ball game, but I think they would prefer to keep it to a 4 or 5 run ball game to hold Whalert down to know how they can erupt. We talked about you got to be clean defensively. Weimer's got to keep Whalert off balance. For Whalert here, this is the type of competition that you played a hard schedule for. You expect them to be aggressive on the base paths too.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the season, North Fayette Valley has north of almost 200 stolen bases, I believe, and Whalert has only allowed 20 steals the entire season. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. North Fayette Valley gets on base. Let's see how aggressive they'll be.
And again, Whalert is ranked 6th in Class 3A. Tiger Hawks wearing their black bottoms and tops. They have the NFV there on the left chest area with the Carolina blue numbers on the right. With the Eagles wearing their blue bottoms, they have the white tops, the yellow trim, and Whalert across the front. That's the starting lineups when we return. Opening pitch with North Fayette Valley softball. You're listening to high school softball from KCTN Sports. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Are you looking for a new career? We're looking for a motivated, reliable worker with auto body experience or just mechanically inclined. Are you detail-oriented and looking for a challenge? An opportunity for growth? Want to work on an ever-changing variety of vehicles? We offer a laid-back work environment, high-end pay, great benefits, flexible work hours, and much more. Qualified candidates can expect high-end compensation. You won't be disappointed. Call Bob at Top Gun Customs to learn all the details. 563-964-9899.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa. Establish care with our skilled, relationship-based primary care providers, Dr. David Schwartz, Sue McMillan, Haley Ruff, or John Hawes. They specialize in every age and life stage and provide comprehensive care for your entire family. Make your appointment today at 568-5530. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bacon Concrete in Postville, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, and by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. Ready to go with our opening pitch here from Dubuque Whalert with North Fayette Valley and Whalert Class 3A. Winner of this ball game advances and will play in round number 2. And actually, this is the only 5 o'clock matchup going on in this Class 3A region. Crestwood and Waukon are playing tonight. Winner of that ball game will advance to face the winner of this ball game in round number 2. Jessica Francis, Bailey Rue, Justine Cowley to lead things off here in the top of the first inning. Let's line up Whalert defensively. Nora King is in left field, Ruth Tauber in center, Charlie Kiefer in right field. Around the horn defensively, Edison Klein is at third base, Kylie Sieverding the shortstop, Sadie Schultz, the second baseman, Tyranny Teslo is at first, Bailey Wallou, the catcher, and Julia Roth is on the mound for Whalert. Again, they are 28-8 on the season. North Fayette Valley 19-13. And to lead things off is Jessica Francis. Francis, 36 of 105, 4 doubles and a triple, along with 16 RBIs. We are just to the right of home plate behind the backstop. We've got a great look at Joe Gibbs, our home plate umpire, Steve Feller on the base paths. First pitch of the ball game by Roth, and it is popped up over the backstop out of play, and we are underway. So the speedy leadoff hitter for North Fayette Valley, certainly a threat to run. You mentioned North Fayette Valley has over 200 steals according to their stats out of 214 attempts. And they, as a team, bat .345. Whalert, as a team, bats .348. 0-1 pitch, rise ball, and getting a piece of it, fouling out of play is Francis, and no surprise here that North Fayette Valley aggressive at the plate.
Yeah, absolutely. You know you're going to get a lot of strikes in this ball game tonight, so come out swinging. Why not? See what happens.
Roth, just like every pitcher in Class 3A, the top teams have something moving on the pitch, and here's a pitch outside, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. So that one, a curveball that slid away to the outside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And again, North Fayette Valley, normal defensive position. 1-2 pitch, rise ball. Francis gets a piece of it. Hangs tough with the count 1-2.
Yeah, the first 2 pitches that Francis swung at were up in the zone a little bit. I wouldn't really be surprised here. You go even farther up here. She's chased 3 of them already.
A ball and 2 strikes. Roth shakes off her catcher. And Wallou behind the plate. Takes her time, now rocks. Here is your 1-2 delivery. It's a spin ball outside. Rolling away. She tried the rise ball outside away, and it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Again, just try to raise the eye level a little bit here, and something low, something spinning right here.
What we see is everything has movement. 2-2 pitch, swinging right through it is Francis. Brought the high heat. Francis a good cut, couldn't get to it. It's out number 1 as Francis goes down swinging for the first out. Brings up Bailey Rue now, the number 2 hitter. Rue, 26 of 99, 6 doubles, 16 RBIs on the season. First offering from Roth, swinging on the inside pitch is Rue, and the count goes to 0-1. North Fayette Valley is a team that doesn't take a lot. They are an aggressive team at the plate. And they have shown the averages to show it. 0-1 pitch, outside, late swing by Rue. That one curved away. The count 0-2.
Yeah, she was late on the first one, even later on that one. I don't think there's really any screwing around on this third pitch.
0-2, and Roth's 0-2 pitch swings right through it. Rue at a pitch that was a rise ball, more towards the middle of the plate, but up in the zone, couldn't get to it. It's 2 up and 2 Ks for Roth here in the top of the first inning.
9 pitches, 2 outs. Pretty efficient so far on the mound.
Justine Cowley is the number 3 hitter up to bat. Cowley having a great senior season. 36 of 96, fists that one on top of the North Fayette Valley dugout up the first base side. The count is 0-1. She has 9 doubles, 2 triples, and 30 RBIs. So has had a good senior season. The shortstop for North Fayette Valley. And Roth continues to get ahead on the hitters. Spelled R-O-T-H, pronounced Roth down here. 0-1 pitch outside, gets a called strike on the corner. That's a pitch that if Roth is able to deliver that on the outside corner of the strike, she'll push it a little further out as the game goes on. and quickly ahead with the count at 0-2. 0-2 pitch fouled back on the inside, trying to jam her that time. Getting a piece is Cowley up against the backstop. Will do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 quick outs. Top of the first inning. In the just underway with a bit of a shadow covering home plate. Makes it a little tougher for the hitters. 0-2 pitch, a changeup outside, stayed away, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes, but not a deliberate, slow changeup. A ball and 2 strikes on the outside. And Roth now rocks with the 1-2 pitch. Swinging right through it is Cowley. That was the middle of the plate. So Roth strikes out the side. The Tiger Hawks go down swinging in order in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, leaving nobody. We played 1/2 inning. NFV, nothing. Whalert coming up to bat.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Bottom of the first inning, Ruth Tauber, Julia Roth, and Tyranny Teslo to lead things off. The left-handed hitting leadoff hitter. Tauber up to bat for Whalert. Tauber this season, 50 of 110. 5 doubles, 2 triples, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. The first pitch from Reagan Weimer, it's a strike outside. The count is 0-1. Grace Feldman in left field, Jessica Francis in center, Bailey Rue in right field. As here is the 0-1 offering, and that ball's a bouncing ball. Second baseman tried to backhand it is nigh. It's out of her reach, and it's going to roll by the center fielder to the fence. 2 is Tauber. She'll turn second, go to third, slide up with a pop-up slide there. It's a base hit, and because the ball gets to the gap, it ends up actually being a triple. And just like that, Whalert, the first hit of the ball game, gets it through the infield and a hard hit ball into the right center field alley.
When we say she tried to backhand it at second base, she did, but that ball was absolutely torched off of the bat. She had to take 2 steps to her right, still attempted to backhand it. That ball was hit so hard, it hit the ground maybe twice in front of the second baseman and still got to the fence.
First pitch to Julia Roth. It is high outside. The count is 1-0. Roth, 52 of 105, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 12 home runs, 52 RBIs.
Freshman, by the way.
Ellis Seek is in third base. Justine Colley at short. And the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. Maddie Nye at second, who tried to reach for that ground ball that was hit hard. Hannah Schrader at first. Sarah Dean is the catcher. And again, Reagan Weimer, the senior, is on the mound. 1-1 pitch. It is downstairs, and the count goes to 2-1. So you see what Weimer tried to do here. Going to move the ball all around the strike zone, trying to find every corner.
Going to have to hope you find some comfort in hitting one of the corners and live there all day.
And pitch inside, 2-1 is low. The count goes to 3-1. Weimer doesn't walk many, averages about 2 or 3 a ball game, averaging around 5 strikeouts per 7 innings. 3-1 is the count. 3-1 pitch. It is outside. It is too far. So Roth was not tempted on 3-1. The first walk issued by Weimer, and there's runners on the corners, and there is nobody out for the left-handed hitting Tyranny Teslo.
These are the type of situations where you have to be really careful. This is where the difference in a ball game of losing in 5 or taking this one to 7 and keeping yourself in the ball game.
Teslo, 52 of 123, 9 doubles, a triple, 38 RBIs, batting .423. Taking all the way, not moving on the first pitch is Roth, and the pitch is outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. So Teslo, another left-handed bat, represents power in that bat, and Whalert has runners on the corners. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. 1-0 pitch, and that ball is a high fly ball left field. That is Feldman reaching over, makes the play. Tagging from third is Tauber. She'll score standing up as the throw cut off by Weimer in the center court of the circle. So Teslo hits a fly ball to left field, a sacrifice fly RBI, as Tauber scores the game's first run. Still a runner on first, and now 1 out in a big out number 1.
That's a huge out. That's a big pitch from Reagan Weimer there. Got an out. I know you gave up the run, but you give up only 1 in this situation. I think you'll live with that, especially after the start.
And that is once again up to bat now Rolling. Anna Rolling, the designated player. Rolling is 36 of 109, 8 doubles, 2 triples, 4 home runs. 25 RBIs. 1-0 pitch outside. The count goes to 2-0. But if you can stop Whalert from putting together a big inning when it looked like with runners on the corners, they're going to put up a crooked number. If you can get out of this with only 1 run, that's a win. 2-0 pitch, taking on the inside there is Rolling. Caught the inside corner. Nice movement by Weimer, dropping that ball away in the knees in the inside. And the count goes to 2-1.
We can just see the different approaches. NFV came up here swinging early and swinging often.
Ball hit off the end of the bat, right to the first baseman, Schrader, able to hug it on a slow roller that was nubbed off the end of the bat. Picked up by Schrader, steps on the bag and gets out number 2 there. Roth advances to second, and Weimer wins that battle on a nice pitch to Rolling.
But Reagan Weimer's biggest strength this year is throwing strikes, being consistent, not walking a lot. She has thrown so far in this ballgame more balls than strikes.
And 2 outs. Sadie Schultz is up to bat, takes the first pitch for a strike. Schultz, 29 of 96, 7 doubles, 4 home runs, 34 RBIs. So again, it is production up and down the lineup. Weimer gets ahead on Schultz. 0-1 pitch outside and gets the outside corner. And you could see Dean setting up on the outside. That's a target that they need to hit.
That's the spot. If you can be comfortable hitting that low outside corner, keep pitching there all day.
You see Dean another half a step out. 0-2 pitch, reaching out for the outside pitch. There is Schultz, fouls it out of play. Dean is about 6 inches, maybe closer to a foot off the plate to the outside.
I think Weimer got away with one there. She did not want to touch any part of the plate with that, and some of it did catch it. Lucky but got away with that.
0-2 pitch. Weimer sets 0-2 outside pitch and pushed away, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes. That was a changeup from Weimer.
And a huge speed difference compared to the normal fastball.
North Fayette Valley calls the pitches from the bench. 1-2 pitch, and that ball brought inside, swinging right through it is Schultz. Strikeout number 1, recorded there by Weimer, and that does it for Whalert offensively. A run, a hit. They leave a runner in scoring position. We've played 1-0 Whalert, the early lead.
Your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is asking members to do the summer shift. No, it's not a dance. Simply reduce your electricity use between the hours of 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. on weekdays. That's when power costs the most. So turn up the thermostat, delay the dishwasher, shift the start of laundry, and you can help keep the electricity rates affordable. This summer savings message is brought to you by your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Alameda Clayton, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Alameda Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
NFV Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Bank First in West Union, helping you save time and money. Member FDIC. West Union Motor Sales and Service. Ethan Kane Construction. If it don't drain, call Ethan Kane. T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona. St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service. Grow Logs and Lumber in Elkader. Timber is a crop. Harvest wisely. Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg. LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and Clayton County Recycling. So we go to the top of the second inning. Sarah Dean, Maddie Nye, Hannah Schrader to lead things off. It is 1-0 Whalert in the lead, but again, they had third and first. Nobody out. Bottom of the first inning, and Weimer able to settle down and get out of it.
She did a great job. Started off a little shaky. As we said, it's never good to give up a hard hit ball and follow it up with a walk in 5 pitches. But she did a great job recovering, got out of danger, only giving up 1. Still in this ballgame, and now you got your best hitter up to the plate.
Sarah Dean, 48 of 97 on the season, 12 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs, 37 RBIs, the left-handed hitting catcher. She fouls the first pitch up against the backstop, and the count is 0-1. That was an outside pitch. It is not very often that you'll see North Fayette Valley just taking pitches. They are an aggressive hitting team, and it has certainly worked for them. 0-1 is the count. Inside bouncing ball. Third baseman diving for it is Klein, but unable to haul it in. It's an infield single. Great effort by Klein, I should say, diving to her left, but Dean has the first base hit of the ball game for the Tigerhawks. An infield single. Is Klein able to keep it in the infield?
There you go. Sarah Dean, again, their best hitter, their best player, getting on base, setting the table here in the top of the second. Maybe NFV can get something going.
Went with the outside pitch, and that brings up Maddie Nye. Nice first pitch. She lifts a high fly ball. This is to deep right field. Over the head of Kiefer. It's going to one-hop the fence. Dean goes to third. They're going to put the brakes on there. They're now going to wave her around as the ball is dropped on the cutoff in the middle of the infield. They never hesitated with Dean. A double for Nye. The throw came into second base. Dean scores, and the game is tied here in the top of the second.
That's great base coaching over there by Coach, but also Dean had to freeze there because she didn't have a great angle on to see if that ball got by the right fielder. So she had a late jump, had to freeze on the fly ball. But like you said, when she got the wheel sign, it didn't stop.
Maddie Nye now 32 of 98 on the season with her fourth double and 30th RBI. So Hannah Schrader is up to bat now. Schrader 28 of 84, 5 doubles, 3 home runs, 33 RBIs. And North Fayette Valley, important for them to answer here in the second.
And continuing to be aggressive.
Swinging through the first pitch upstairs is Schrader. The count is 0-1. The catcher, Whalert, able to bounce out there to look the runner back at second base. Nye took the first pitch, hit it to deep right field, and it one-hopped the fence to tie it up at 1. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, rise ball, swinging right through to Schrader. The count goes to 0-2. You love to see Whalert, middle infielders, covering the bag at second base after every pitch. Everybody on the move, right? And that would be the middle infielders, Sieverding and Schultz, covering up if the ball should scoot by the pitcher or they want to throw it down to second. 0-2 pitch, rise ball, brought it upstairs a little higher. Schrader swings right through it. The fourth strikeout recorded by Roth, and it's out number 1 here in the second.
That's just great pitch calling, great pitching there. She chased the first one high. What did they do in the second one? Went a little higher. What did they do in the third one? Went a little higher. 3-pitch strikeout. Really not even close. Great pitching.
Grace Feldman looks to square to bunt and lays it down. It's a beauty, but charging the third baseman Klein, picks it up, throws to the left-handed first baseman Teslo with a good stretch there, and they get Feldman by a step and a half at first base and moves the runner to third. It is not a sacrifice. Feldman, who's put the ball into play well, showed her bunting skills there. She was 29 of 80 before that at-bat. And with 2 outs, they've got a runner at third, and Ella Seek is up to bat. Seek, 19 of 62, a double, a triple, 15 RBIs, now 2 outs. First pitch is a rise ball, and it catches the upper part of the strike zone. The count is 0-1. So North Fayette Valley has pushed a run across here in the top of the second inning, tying it at 1. 0-1 pitch, fouled out of play over the North Fayette Valley dugout up the third base side. The count is 0-2. We mentioned the shadows with the trees covering home plate and halfway up the third base line, so that makes it a little tougher for the hitters as that ball comes out of sunlight into the shade.
And it's only going to get worse over the next couple of innings.
0-2 pitch, checking her swing on a high pitch is Seek. Did a good job not being tempted by the rise ball to the outside, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Great job. That's the first time this entire game I think NFV has actually checked their swing and taken one of those rise balls.
1-2 pitch. There's a rise ball, and again checking the swing. And here's the throw down to third base that goes off the glove of the third baseman Klein. But because Nye was diving back, couldn't get up to advance on the errant throw. It was a high throw to Klein as they tried to throw behind the runner, and the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on a high pitch to Seek. And evened up here now. And this is the first time, I believe, that Roth has thrown 2 balls to any batter early in this game. 2-2 pitch, and that pitch called strike 3 on the outside. Seek caught looking on the outside pitch. 5th strikeout recorded by Roth, and that does it for NFV. But they pick up a run. They do it on 2 hits. They leave 1. We've played an inning and a half. We're tied at 1 here at Whalert.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Bottom of the second inning. We're tied at 1. Addison Klein, Nora King, Bailey Wallou. That will be 6, 7, and 8 in the Whalert lineup to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning. Whalert scored a run, pushed across a run on a hit in the bottom of the first. Tiger Hawks couple of hits in the top of the second. Matty Nye's double leads to a run. Pitch to Klein, it's outside. The count is 1-0. So Klein on the season, 31 of 100, batting .310, 3 doubles, a home run, 21 RBIs. 1-0 pitch, and that's inside. And they say low it inside, below the knees, and the count goes to 2-0. First pitch tried outside, brought it back inside there.
This Whalert team is definitely more patient at the plate than the Tiger Hawks.
2-0 pitch, taking a strike is Klein, and that was a pitch about belt level on the outside, and a called strike. 2 balls and a strike. Weimer, exceptional at finding locations, spots. 2-1 pitch, that's brought towards the middle. That ball's lined down the left field line by Klein. Sticking the glove up was Seek. It was Byer, though, by that time, and a stand-up double by Klein. That is the second hit of the ball game for Whalert, and Klein just roped it down the line into left field.
Yep, 2-1 there, that count, and got a lot of the plate. Able to really pull that rocket down the third baseline. It was more of a reaction type situation there by the third baseman, Seek. Real close to it, but again, ball lands down the line. Double, leadoff.
Nora King takes the first pitch outside for a strike. The count is 0-1. King is 17 of 73, 5 doubles, has a couple of triples, and 0-1 is the count. So the leadoff runner on for the second straight inning for Whalert.
I could be wrong here, but I think every batter for Whalert so far has come up to see at least 1 strike per at bat.
I think you're right on that. 0-1 pitch outside, hit off the end of the bat, and it rolls foul. It'll hit the fence area up the first base side, spinning away, and the count goes to 0-2. You also have a Whalert team that has seen some harder throwers this season, so Weimer has a chance to continue to disrupt them. 0-2 pitch outside. It is a high fly ball down the right field line. Rue in foul territory, drifts over, makes the play. Tagging from second to third is Klein, and a ball hit deep down the right field line. Nice job by Rue, ranging into foul territory for out number 1, but Whalert has a runner at third base now with 1 out.
Yeah, Rue had a ways to go there, and again, great recovery by Weimer, coming back after that leadoff double, getting an out. Now you just need 2 more. Get out of this one again.
Bailey Wallou, 28 of 108, 7 doubles, 2 home runs, 18 RBIs on the season. Runner in scoring position with 1 out for Whalert here in the second. First pitch is outside. It's a called strike, and the count is 0-1. It appears that outside strike's going to be there.
Outside and about to the letters is usually maybe a little above the letters for a lot of these strikes, so you got to recognize that.
0-1 is the count. 0-1 outside pitch, bouncing ball, it's pulled. Shortstop trying to field it. There is Cowley reaching for it, but it's out of her reach. Scoot underneath the glove. That'll go into left field. I believe a base hit credited for Wallou as Klein scores from third, and Whalert leads now 2-1.
Again, a really hard ball hit just next to one of the NFV infielders. Weimer really close here to getting out of this inning. Just a little unlucky, I'd say, giving up this hard contact right next to their fielders.
So Sieverding, correction there, the runner will be for Whalert. They will be making a courtesy runner here in this situation. And we'll let you know who that is. I believe it is Oberhofer, number 23, is it? We'll double check that. But a runner at first base. There is 1 out, and up to bat is Kylie Sieverding. So Sieverding is up to bat. First pitch looks to lay down a bunt. It's fielded by Weimer. Halfway up the line, goes to first base in a low throw, but safe is the call. I don't know if Schrader was able to get back on the bag. It'll go as an infield single on a nice bunt laid down by Sieverding. The runner in Oberhofer, I should say, advances to second. There's 2 on now with 1 out.
That's a really tough play for that umpire to call, because it might have been one of the situations where from his angle, he's behind the second baseman, not just second base, but the second baseman kind of shaded over there.
And that brings up right away Ruth Tauber. First pitch lines that into center field. It's a base hit, then scoots over the head of the center fielder, Francis. That'll clear the bases. Into third base is Tauber. It's a base hit. There's a 2-base error, and it is now 4-1, Whalert in the lead. Tauber has a triple and now a single and 2 RBIs already in 2 at-bats. She is aggressive hitting the ball. So she tripled to start the ball game out, drives in the 8 and 9 hitters, and Julia Roth is now up to bat.
That's a dangerous thing. If the bottom half of this Whalert lineup is able to turn it over to the top with runners on base, they're a really dangerous team. This is why they're one of the best teams in 3A.
Roth up to bat, takes the first pitch high. The count is 1-0. Roth walked her last at-bat. The 0-1 pitch takes it low downstairs as Dean able to keep it in front, and the count goes to 1-0. So 3 runs they have answered here in the bottom of the second inning. And the inning continues with a runner there at third base in good speed and Talbert. Pitch to Roth, bouncing ball, high chopper, foul halfway up the line as it's picked up by Seek in foul territory. So when they have hit the ball hard in this game.
Yeah, I don't really think any ball put in play for Whalert so far. Maybe the fly out to right field. I think they've only missed 1 barrel, and that's not ideal if you're on the mound here.
A ball and 2 strikes to Roth. 1-2 pitch, change up, but it bounced in front of the plate. Nice call, 1-2, but left it short. And the count 2 balls and 2 strikes as Roth didn't have a chance to react.
Now thrown that change up 2 or 3 times now and haven't gotten anybody to bite.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2 pitch, fouled back. Getting a piece of it is Roth. That was a nice outside pitch by Weimer. Had good spin movement on the outside. Getting a piece is Roth, and we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Whalert answering again here in the second. 2-2 pitch, outside, swinging right through it is Roth. Push that one a little farther. Second strikeout recorded by Weimer, and it's out number 2 here in the second.
There you go, got 2 outs, maybe straying this runner in scoring position on third base. Get out of this one, give yourselves another chance, just little wounds here and there.
Left-handed hitting Tierney Teslo, who hit a sacrifice fly RBI, her last at-bat. Weimer delivers the first pitch, and it is low, bounced in front of the plate. Again, that was a changeup, so that changeup has been short, and the count is 1-0.
If you're going to try to keep teams off balance, which she's done pretty well all year long, you got to get something like that working. Got to be able to throw it for a strike from time to time.
1-0 pitch inside, turning away is Teslo, missed her, and it goes to 2-0. So the changeup she tried outside, brought that pitch back inside, but missed. So 2-0, Teslo looking at a hitter's paradise count. 2-0. The 2 offering hits a bouncing ball, pulled the outside pitch to the shortstop Cowley, fields it, the throw across the diamond to Schrader. Teslo bounces out to short for the 3rd out of the inning. But for Whalert, 3 runs. They do it on 4 hits. They leave a runner. We've played 2. 4-1. Whalert in the lead.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard, and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all of your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt, Steve,
Carol, Josie,
at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
NFV Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Elgin State Bank of Elgin and Wadena, member FDIC, Gunderson Palmer Lutheran Hospital and Clinics, Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, Rise and Shine Nutrition on West Bridge Street in Elkader, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, Bruins and James Insurance, your Cornell Mutual Agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc. Custom Gear, Screen Printing, Embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. Top of the 3rd inning, 4-1. Whalert leads North Fayette Valley. Reagan Weimer, the number 9 hitter, to lead things off for the Tiger Hawks here. First pitch inside. The count is 1-0. Reimer, 18 of 61, has a double among those at-bats. 1-0 pitch, takes it inside. That's a called strike, caught the outside corner, and the count goes to a ball and a strike. So Whalert, in their first 2 at-bats, has 4 runs, 5 hits. They have not committed an error. North Fayette Valley, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. 1-1 pitch, low and inside, and the count goes to 2-1 to Weimer. North Fayette Valley scoring a run in the top of the 2nd inning as Dean singled to start the inning and was doubled in by Nye. 2-1 pitch, missing too far inside is Roth, and it's now 3-1. First time she's went to 3 balls on a batter.
Yeah, good at bat. Before this inning, actually, she only threw 5 through the first 2 innings.
So 3 balls and a strike. 3-1 pitch, bouncing ball, hit to the shortstop. Sieverding gets a nice soft hop to handle. Throw to first base there. Weimer recorded out by a couple of steps at first base. That's a 6-3, and it's out number 1. Jessica Francis in the top of the lineup up to bat for the Tigerhawks. Francis a strikeout victim her last at bat. 1 out here in the 3rd. So back to the top here in the 3rd inning. And North Fayette Valley looking for a 1-out base runner with their speedster. Francis takes the inside pitch. The count is 1-0. Roth certainly throws a little harder than Weimer.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And she hasn't really thrown a lot of off-speed stuff so far this ball game.
1-0 pitch there, and that's brought to the middle, and Francis swings right through it. The count goes to 1-1. Missed inside and low the first pitch. That went to the outside for a strike or evened up.
This is probably the most important at-bat so far this ball game because you have the top of the lineup up. You're down 3. This might be the last chance your top of the lineup gets to maybe bat in a close ball game here. This is like you like to say, a momentum-changing sequence right now in a 2-1 count.
1-1 pitch, it's inside. The count is 2-1 because you figure the top of the lineup, that's the heart. 2-1 pitch, and that ball's lined, and here's a good example. It's a base hit with the top of the lineup. Second baseman Schultz reaching over to her right, tried to get to it, but it's out of her reach. Francis has the 3rd single for North Fayette Valley and a 1-out single here in the 3rd.
And already a different approach here for the Tigerhawks. Did they even take a first pitch the first two innings? And then our first 2 batters, Weimer works it to 3-1. Unfortunately, grounds out to short, but there we go. Up 2-1 in the count, and line 1 up the middle.
And looking to bunt is Rue, misses the pitch. Stealing is Francis. The throw to second base, and she's throwing out trying to steal. So trying to bunt was Rue, who stabbed at it, missed the pitch. The catcher, Whalert, throws a strike to the shortstop. Sieverding covered in the bag. And for only the 2nd time this year, Francis throwing out trying to steal. So that is now 2-6 is how you score that. Francis was 25 of 26 coming in. First pitch was a strike bunt attempt. This one a called strike, and the count 0-2 to Rue.
That was definitely a clear sacrifice attempt there, and she just happened to miss the bunt.
0-2 pitch, swinging right through it is Rue. Strikeout number 6 recorded by Roth, and that does it for the Tigerhawks in the top of the 3rd inning. No runs a hit. They leave nobody. We've played 2.5, 4-1. Whalert in the lead.
Wilkie's in Elkader is Iowa's oldest family-owned grocery store. You'll find Wilkie's 2 blocks south of the Keystone Bridge in historic downtown Elkader. Stop in and enroll for a Wilkie's reward card and receive points every time you shop. Then log on to their website at wilkiesgrocery.com to view the weekly specials, check out your reward points, make out a shopping list, and more. Wilkie's in Elkader, open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 7 p.m.
While out and about, don't find yourself stuck at the side of the road. At Edgewood Auto and Tire, our trained technicians work on all autos, trucks, semis, and heavy duties. We offer premier alignment service and DOT inspections and carry all major lines of tires. Call or ask about our current tire rebates. If you're in a bind and need a tow, give Edgewood Auto and Tire a call at 563-928-7333. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We offer a mobile tire repair service to get you back up and going, either on your farm or on the road.
Bottom of the 3rd inning. It is 4-1. Whalert leads North Fayette Valley. Anna Rolling, C.D. Schultz, Edison Klein, 4, 5, and 6 in the Whalert lineup to lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Reagan Weimer's first pitch. It's inside. It's a ball. The count is 1-0. Tremendous crowd on hand for this ball game tonight. North Fayette Valley's got a good following on the road here in what is a different location for a softball field. We'll talk about that. 1-0 pitch, inside and low, away from the catcher Dean. Goes past, and it's 2-0. But we had to walk a ways. You have to walk from basically from one side of the middle school all the way to the other outside because the ball diamonds are behind the schools, and it's a little tough as far as parking. 2-0 pitch inside. The count goes to 3-0.
Well,
and there's construction going on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's a really nice setup. It'd be a lot easier to get here if there wasn't about a block and a half cut off in front of the parking lots in front of the school.
3-0 pitch, taking all the way is Rolling. Rolling, who bounced out to first her last at-bat, takes that for a strike, and the count is 3-1. First 2 innings, Whalert has put the leadoff runner on. Tigerhawks trying to stop that trend. 3-1 pitch outside. It's a called strike. Nice location by Weimer. 3-1 pitch didn't give in to her. 3-1. Worked it outside.
Yeah, fight all the way back here. You got to win this battle, though. Getting the first out would be huge.
Full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. That's a ball that was low, hit foul up the third base line. Likely ball number 4, but Rolling took a swing at it, fouled it down the third base line. Well, foul. We'll do it again with a full count as that ball is brought back into play.
And she's clearly way out in front of this, so maybe this isn't a bad time to throw one of those low outside pitches.
3 balls and 2 strikes. So Dean sets up to the outside, right behind home plate. We've got a great look. 3-2 pitch, and that ball's lined into right center field, and it's going to one-hop the fence. It's at least 2. Rolling doubles into the right field alley to lead things off. 3rd inning in a row. They've put the leadoff runner on. And Sadie Schultz is now up to bat, the second baseman.
And each inning the leadoff runner has gotten on, they have scored. So this is becoming a trend here for this Whalert lineup.
Schultz, a strikeout victim her last at-bat. 1 of 2 strikeouts for Weimer. Nobody out, runner at second. Pitch outside there. It's a called strike. The count is 0-1. So, yeah, you're getting that outside pitch. And on 3-2, Rolling got the outside pitch, but went with the pitch.
Again, because you have 3 balls, you don't want to throw ball 4, but caught too much of the plate. Just gapped one. Another barrel, though, for this Whalert lineup.
0-1 pitch, a low pitch. Swinging through the pitch at the knees is Schultz, and the count goes to 0-2. So Weimer gets ahead. Expecting the outside pitch is Dean. 0-2 pitch, and that's again is hit to center field. Over the head of the center fielder, Francis. That hits the bottom of the fence. Waved around from third is Rolling. They'll hold the throw in the infield. It's a base hit. It's an RBI. Whalert has scored all 3 innings so far, and they extend the lead to 5-1 with a base hit by Sadie Schultz.
And we had a great view of it here. You're up 0-2. Your catcher is lined up basically in the left-handed batter's box, and that pitch was basically down the middle. It's almost like a BP pitch, and she almost hits it out, hits the bottom of the fence.
And time taken by Sarah Dean as they bring the entire infield for North Fayette Valley, and the outfield goes to center field to meet. So it's 5-1. You have Schultz at second base, credited with a double, as she never broke stride. So, she, again, had a solid single there, but the ball brought back to the cutoff at second base, but not to the bag, which allowed Schultz to advance to second. So Klein up to bat, doubled and scored her last at-bat. Bouncing ball, that's into center field. That's a base hit. Picked up by Francis. They'll hold the runner at third. The throw comes in, and it goes to the plate. They missed the cutoff, and that will allow Klein to advance to second base. So a base hit for Klein. There's runners on second and third, and nobody out. And Nora King is up to bat.
And this is the danger zone. This is the thing we talked about, trying to just keep this game close to the later stages of the ball game. Let's see how Weimer responds.
Nora King flew out to right field, a changeup that is high outside, and the count is 1-0. So again, miss with the changeup. But the first 3 have reached in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Whalert. Already up by a score of 5-1. 1-0 pitch, that's a rise ball, stayed upstairs and away, and the count goes to 2-0. So what you're looking for here is an out in this inning. They've already put across a run. Try to limit the damage the best you can. 2-0 pitch, and that's outside, too far away, and the count goes to 3-0. So now you've fallen behind on King, and Whalert's been in some good hitting counts here in the 3rd.
3 of 4 hitters so far this inning Weimer has fallen behind them, and they've teed off in those situations.
3-0 pitch, squaring to bunt, but bluffing all the way is King as she waves the bat, takes a pitch. It's at the knees and right across the middle of the plate, and it is a called strike, and the count is 3-1. So Weimer will try to battle back, but not to try to give in. 3-1 pitch, and that taking on the inside there is King. Nice pitch by Weimer, who's worked the count back to full. Schultz, good speed at third base, exceptional speed at second base with Klein, who's already scored a run. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 3-2 pitch. It is low. It is ball number 4, lost her. So that is the second walk issued by Weimer, and the bases are now loaded, and there is nobody out. And now Coach Monroe takes time for North Fayette Valley as Bailey Wallou, the number 8 hitter, coming up to bat. Wallou singled in a run and later scored. It is 5-1. Whalert in control right now, but threatening to pull away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, this danger zone, this is what we've been talking about the entire day. First inning, had 2 runners in scoring position, only gave up 1 run. Last inning, 3 of the first 4 reached base, but somehow got out of it, only gave up 3. And again here, we've given up 1 already. Bases loaded now. This is where your best pitches have to come from.
Let's see how North Fayette Valley, what they do defensively, and it appears they're going to stay up the middle. So they'll concede the run on a ground ball to the middle, but they are normal depth at the corners. They're playing even with the bag at the corners. So the infield is not in with the bases loaded and nobody out here. So Whalert, the number 8 hitter, first pitch, let's say high fly ball down the left field line, and it lands fair, and that one hops the fence. 2 runs will score at least. King held at third base. It's another double, their third of the inning, and 2 RBIs. It is now 7-1. Whalert continuing to hammer the ball here at home.
And right there, Whalert was attacking early in the count. They've been really patient this entire game. Right after the mound visit there, trying to calm down her pitcher, Coach Monroe was, and Weimer comes out, grooves one right down the middle, and Whalert hits an absolute shot down the left field line that lands fair by about 6 inches.
Schultz and Klein both scored. King held at third, and Whalert with a double. She's now 2 for 2. Kylie Sieverding is up to bat, the shortstop, who had singled and scored in this game. Pitch to Sieverding, a changeup outside called strike. Good to see Weimer get that changeup on the outside corner and gets ahead on Sieverding. The bottom of the lineup, the 7, 8, and 9 spots right now are 5 for 6 for Whalert. 0-1 pitch and looking to bunt and pushing it up the line is Sieverding, and that ball is going to go to second base where it's picked up by Nye. The runner scores. King from third. A beauty of a bunt by Sieverding, who pushed it past the mound. It is now 8-1. A bunt, single, and an RBI for the number 9 hitter.
I mean, that's just beautiful softball there. There's really nothing you can do about that. Perfect place bunt. Great base running by the third baseman because it wasn't a suicide squeeze or anything like that. She just saw a ball get down. I'm off.
Ruth Tauber, top of the lineup up to bat. She is 2 for 2 with a triple and a single and a run scored. Takes the first pitch for a ball. The count is 1-0. So a base hit for Sieverding, an RBI, as scoring was King. Whalert is over at third base. Whalert, despite the fact the catcher, she is actually being courtesy run 4, and that is number 20, Coochie, who is the runner for her. 1-0 pitch, it's outside. Off and running on the pitch is Sieverding. They do not throw down. They'll concede the bag. And they are in danger here of falling down 10-1 because there's 2 in scoring position, and there is still nobody out. And the count is 2-0 to one of Whalert's best hitters. 2-0 pitch, takes it on the inside, and the count goes to 2-1.
It's one of those things where you're looking for a specific pitch in a specific spot, and out of the hand, you don't see it, you don't feel good about it, just take it.
So the left-handed hitting Tauber looking at a 2-1 pitch, and she lines that ball. Ducking is the runner at second base, Sieverding, who ducks and scores all the way from second base. Tauber has now a double of her third hit and 2 RBIs. It is now 10-1, Whalert in the lead as they have broken things open with 5 runs in the bottom of the third inning.
I know we've talked about how Whalert has pretty much hit barrels all game long. That one there almost took out Sieverding, who was leading off of second base there. It forced her to duck, fall in the dirt. That ball was hit so hard. And again, it gets to the fence.
Julia Roth up to bat. Her first pitch lines it into center field over the head of the center fielder, Francis. That hits the bottom of the fence. Into second base is Roth. That's another extra base hit. Another RBI. And it is now 11-1. Whalert in the lead. And I think North Fayette Valley now looks to make a pitching change here.
Yeah, and you had to come out here asking Reagan Weimer to do everything. Pitch her best ball game of the year. Everybody making plays behind her, but that's the thing. Whalert has hit the ball so hard, found the spot pretty much perfectly, where their defense really hasn't had much to do.
They have
fallen
scored
behind, and which is unlike her pretty much all year.
The first 8 Whalert batters have reached here in the bottom of the third inning, and we have a pitching change for North Fayette Valley. There is nobody out. It is now 11-1. We'll tell you about the pitching change when we return.
Broadband is more important and versatile than ever, and you no longer need a home phone to utilize Neat's fiber broadband service. Freedom plans are now available to all subscribers on Neat's fiber network in and around Farmersburg, Luena, Monona, Postville, and St. Olaf. With speeds up to 250 meg, Neat's managed Wi-Fi is also included at no additional cost. Call today for more information on Neat's new Freedom plans and enjoy reliable, super-fast broadband internet service from Neat. Call us at 539-2122 today to discuss which Freedom plan is best for you. Neat, connecting you now.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 563-245-2366 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Bottom of the third inning, a pitching change for North Fayette Valley. Number 15 is the new pitcher in Alex Kent. Kent is a sophomore, nobody out. Bottom of the third inning, Tiger Hawks trail 11-1. Up to bat is Teslo, who is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly RBI and also bounced out to short. Pitch there is a ball outside and high. The count is 1-0. So Kent making an appearance here. This is her 15th appearance. She is 4-3, throwing 37 innings, 58 hits, 62 earned runs, has walked 30 and struck out 26. Her job, get out of this inning without any more damage. 1-0 pitch inside, drop by Dean. That will allow Ruba, who came in to courtesy run for the pitcher Roth. Ruba advances to third base, and now there's another run here at 60 feet away with 7 runs on the board here in the bottom of the third. So they have broken it open, and they are going to bat around second time through the lineup here. And this is now actually the third time through the lineup. 2-0 pitch there, and it's upstairs, and the count goes to 3-0. So Teslo, you're still looking at the heart of the Whalert lineup here. That's the concern. The other thing is you're concerned about the 12-run rule. Could be a factor in this ball game. And 3-0 is the count. Green light here for Teslo?
Absolutely.
3-0. She's a great hitter. Takes a strike at the knees. The count goes to 3-1. Kent, a sophomore, as we mentioned. And as far as it started 7 games this year, Weimer has done the bulk of the pitching. She's thrown 131 out of the 179 innings coming in. 3-1, but Kent figures to be one of those arms for the future. 3-1 pitch. It is high. It is ball number 4. So they have batted around here. First walk issued by Kent. There is nobody out. So they have sent 9 to the plate, and all have reached here in the bottom of the third inning. And Anna Rolling, the designated player, is up to bat.
And 5 of those were extra base hits.
All doubles there. And it is now the number 4 hitter in Rolling, who's 1 for 2. Takes a pitch outside. The count is 1-0. Rolling bounced out to first, doubled to start this inning. So that's how things started for Whalert.
And worst case scenario for Coach Monroe here is you bring in a new pitcher, and she walks on 5 pitches and starts the cleanup hitter 1-0.
And here is the 1-0 pitch. It's outside. The count is 2-0. We mentioned that as far as ERA, Kent's ERA, it's been double figures because she's thrown basically a lot of different spots for North Fayette Valley in relief of the 14 appearances this year. But this is where you're thinking about who's going to pitch for you in the future, and she'll be one of those kids that will be in that mix. So 2-0 is the count. That is outside and away. The count goes to 3-0. So she is struggling to find the strike zone right now.
It definitely, like I said, pretty much a nightmare situation here for the Tiger Hawks, and still have nobody out.
Sadie Schultz awaits on deck. 3-0 is the count, and is Rolling taking 3-0. She is. It is ball number 4. The ball scoots by the catcher, Dean. That'll go as a pass ball as Roth scores. Actually, Ruba, the courtesy runner, scores from third, and it is now 12-1. So Teslo advances to second. Rolling walks. That's the second walk issued by the pitcher, Kent, in relief. And that brings up now Sadie Schultz. There is still nobody out in the bottom of the third inning, and they have put up 8 runs on the board so far. So this has gotten away in the bottom of the third. Schultz is 1 for 2. Struck out, doubled. First pitch there inside. The count goes to 1-0. And you can see Kent just kind of wave both hands there. Thought she had a strike there, but struggling to find the zone. And now just trying to get reset on the mound a little bit.
And again, it's not a great situation to be put in, but this is your coach realizing that, hey, you got next, you got the future. So let's see how you do against this mighty club.
1-0 pitch gets the inside corner there, and the count is 1-0. We mentioned Whalert stats staggering, and it is justified. They have shown what they can do up and down the lineup. 1-1 pitch as Kent delivers the 1-1 pitch, and taking it for the outside strike is Schultz, and a good job by Kent here. Walked the first 2 batters, but seems to have found her rhythm.
Yeah, good job hitting the inside corner there, and now you're way up. The first time she's been up in a count so far. Let's see what this 1-2 pitch is.
Ball and 2 strikes gives her an advantage to work on something here. 1-2 pitch. It is outside away. Dean had to come out of the stance there to get that one outside, and we're evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty much every time Weimer had missed a spot today, this Whalert team has made them pay. They, like I said, they've pretty much hit nothing but barrels the entire ballgame. As we have a foul ball from the baseball field.
There's a Little League game going on the far field, and the coach Lang tried to throw it back over the fence, but it hit the bottom of the fence. He didn't clear the fence. Looks like the shoulder's okay for him, as he had to lunge it a long ways, but gave his team a good chuckle. 2 balls and 2 strikes, so then Feldman got it to the other field. 2-2 pitch, it is outside, it is high, full count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Kent, the second pitcher in this ball game. North Fayette Valley has thrown 3 pitchers this year. Also throwing some innings for them was Alice Sass, is a freshman. She has thrown 10 innings. Kent has thrown 37. 3 balls, 2 strikes is the count to Schultz. 3-2 pitch, outside, it is ball number 4. So too close for Schultz to go after, and that is 3 walks in a row. The bases are now loaded with nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's right now 12-1.
And here comes Klein, the third baseman, who is already 2 for 2 with a double and a single so far. So maybe she can help herself out, maybe think and cycle here.
She has scored 2 runs. First pitch bounces in front of the plate. It is low. The count is 1-0. So Kent continuing to struggle to find the strike zone. 3 walks coming in. There is nobody up as far as on the sideline for North Fayette Valley. So it's Kent's job here to try to get out of this and somehow get this game to the 4th. 1-0 pitch outside, gets the called strike on the outside corner there. And 1-1 is the count to Addison Klein.
She's shown a bit of fight these last 2 batters here. Lost the last one, of course, but since she's entered, that's only her 4th strike thrown, and she's thrown 11 balls.
1-1 is the count. And here is the 1-1 offering. It's upstairs. The count goes to 2-1. So you've got Teslo at 3rd. At second base is Rolling. Schultz is over at first base. And they have scored so far a total of 8 runs in this inning. It was 4-1 coming into the bottom of this inning. 2-1 is the count. 2-1 pitch, and it's a high fly ball, but she turned way in front. It'll be fouled down the left field line out of play, halfway down the line. And it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So good to see Kent even up the count.
Yep. Got 2 strikes here. Back in the count, 2-2 after falling behind a little early. And here you go. Fight back here. Still nobody out. Let's just get 1. You just got to work on 1.
2 balls, 2 strikes. North Fayette Valley, again, still up the middle defensively. 2-2 pitch. It is outside, and the count now goes to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Has this Whalert lineup chased anything that's been outrageously outside the zone?
No, they have been a very disciplined hitting team up and down the lineup tonight.
And like I said,
this has looked like one of the top teams in Class 3A.
Like I said during the pregame, they have on the season more walks than strikeouts.
3-2 pitch, and it's a line drive into left field. It's a base hit. Scoring from 3rd is going to be Teslo. They'll hold the runner at 3rd base. It's a base hit and an RBI, and it is now 13-1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that's going to end the ball game. So Klein with a base hit. North Fayette Valley sends up 12 to the plate in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and they score 9 runs, and they pick up a 13-1 3-inning victory over North Fayette Valley. Whalert with the win, 29-8. North Fayette Valley closes the season with a record of 19-14. A Whalert team as good as advertised tonight.
Yeah, everything they were advertised as, having a great eye, more walks and strikeouts on the season, like I said. A couple of hitters that we knew were studs, and then up and down the lineup, they crushed the ball tonight. Well, I believe everybody in the lineup had at least 1 hit, except for King, who had a walk.
So again, there was never an out recorded in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Whalert. They end up scoring 9 runs in the inning. 9 runs. They do it on a total of 8 hits, and they leave the bases loaded. The final score, 13-1. We'll take a break. Game totals, coaching interviews when we continue. Your post-game show is coming up. You're listening to high school softball from KCTN Sports.
The doctors and staff at Family Dentistry of Monona encourage everyone to get out and support your local high school baseball and softball teams this summer. It's always a great time to watch a ball game and enjoy the weather at your local high school ball diamonds. Dr. Mark Bowie, Dr. Jessica Wilkie, and Dr. Courtney Wicken strongly encourage all of these area athletes to wear athletic mouthguards while on the playing field to protect their great smiles. That's Family Dentistry of Monona, 602 Tower Street, 539-4651.
We know that potential is greatly enhanced through hard work and dedication. At Viafield Cooperatives, we promise to provide innovative products and dependable service to help you meet and exceed your potential. From agronomy to energy, grain to feed, Viafield is excited to provide growing opportunities for both producers and consumers at 18 locations throughout northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. Want to learn more about Viafield? Go to viafield.com. Viafield is a proud supporter of our local student athletes.
People's State Bank is locally owned and locally managed with 20 convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology, we're it. As a community bank, we're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
This is Beth from Sodes Green Acre, Country Market and Cafe in Guttenberg. Are you headed to the Mississippi this weekend? Stop into Sodes Green Acre. You'll find some yummy snacks, heat and serve entrees, seafood, Edgewood Locker meats, and a huge selection of spirits, wine, and craft beer from Iowa distilleries, vineyards, and breweries. Whether you're stocking the fridge at the cabin, taking it with you on the boat, or looking for some fun gift ideas, you'll find a taste of Iowa at Sodes Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find us on Facebook to find out more, because Sodes is more than just a store.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
NFV Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, RGK Portable Building serving Northeast Iowa and Southwest Wisconsin, Myers Auto Service in Monona, and Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, and Arlington. Welcome back once again to Whalert. Our final score, it is Whalert defeating North Fayette Valley 13-1 in this 3A regional opener. So Whalert advancing into round two, an impressive performance. Whalert, 13 runs, 12 hits. They did not commit an error. For North Fayette Valley, 1 run, 3 hits. They did not commit an error. The winning pitcher in this ball game was Julia Roth. She went 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, walked nobody, and struck out 6. The losing pitcher is Reagan Weimer. Weimer worked into the 3rd inning, went 2 innings, 12 hits, 13 runs, walked 2, and struck out 2. Actually gave up 12 runs. Alexis Kent came in to finish up. She did not record an out, gave up a hit, a run, walked 3, and struck out nobody. Whalert scored a run in the 1st. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, and then closed the deal with 9 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. An impressive victory, and they win by a final score of 13-1. Our post-game show continues. We are joined now by Whalert softball coach Tyler Lang.
Get a barrel on the bat out front. And later in the count, we're just looking to make the pitcher work and put a bat on the ball.
The other thing is the discipline you guys have at the plate, because you don't chase hardly anything bad.
Yeah, no, our approach has gotten very, very good here as the season progressed. We play up in the 5A, and we see really good pitching night in and night out. So. We're kind of prepared for anything at this point.
All right, let's talk about some of those individuals, and let's start at the top of the lineup. Ruth Tauber, 3 for 3, 4 RBIs, and has that balance of speed and power at the leadoff spot.
Yeah, she's getting hot here at the right time. Here as of late, if she's getting out, she's hitting the ball hard. So there's really not a softball. She put some play as of late here.
The other three girls that I thought were outstanding for you tonight, Addison Klein, 3 for 3, scored a couple of runs, had an RBI. But your 8-9 hitters as well, Bailey Wallou and Kylie Sieverding both had 2 hits.
Yeah, if we can get production down at the, our bottom of the lineup, it's going to be pretty difficult for opposing pitchers to maneuver through our lineup.
Let's talk a little bit about Julia Roth on the mound and actually some trouble in the second inning there.
Yeah, we almost had a week off from our last game. You really don't like that. You kind of makes you worry about seeing live hitters here and there. But, yeah, it was good to see her work through that and settle in.
End up striking out 6 in 3 innings. All right, let's talk about round number 2. You play Crestwood or Waukon. Know anything about those teams?
No, we played both of them last year. Obviously, new year, new team. I didn't get a chance to look at Waukon much up at the West Delaware tournament, but, like I said, throughout the regular season, playing in the MVC, we're tested night in and night out, so we're more than prepared and ready for anything at this point.
All right, Coach, congratulations on the win. Team looked great. Good luck to you guys the
Thank
rest
you.
of the way.
Thank you.
Whalert softball coach Tyler Lang talking things over about his Golden Eagle team, victorious tonight, 13-1 in 3 innings. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll go through the game stats. We'll talk with North Fayette Valley softball coach Bailey Monroe when our postgame show continues after this.
Join Freedom Bank in supporting our local students and their after-school activities. They are the building blocks to a brighter future for everyone. Whether cheering them on from the stands or participating in community programs, you'll always find Freedom Bank rooting for the home team in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, Decorah, and the surrounding communities. We empower success. Member FDIC.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms Financial Services. Their team of agents can show you how to save money on all your insurance needs with Grinnell Mutual. Whether you need auto, home, farm, crop, or business insurance, Garms Financial Services has you covered. You'll also receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Call Brian Bugenhagen, Cheryl Wagner, Emily Bazin, or Kayla Olson today for a free competitive quote. Garms Financial Services in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Are you looking for a new career? We're looking for a motivated, reliable worker with auto body experience or just mechanically inclined. Are you detail-oriented and looking for a challenge? An opportunity for growth? Want to work on an ever-changing variety of vehicles? We offer a laid-back work environment, high-end pay, great benefits, flexible work hours, and much more. Qualified candidates can expect high-end compensation. You won't be disappointed. Call Bob at Top Gun Customs to learn all the details. 563-964-9899.
The Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic is a welcome addition to Northeast Iowa, offering extended hours for more accessible care. The clinic remains open over the lunch hour and offers early Monday morning and later Thursday evening appointments for your convenience. Call 568-5530 to schedule your appointment today. Veterans Memorial Hospital Medical Clinic. New clinic, more accessible care.
Exceptional caring people. Veterans Memorial.
Tournament Softball is brought to you in part by Furniture Showcase and All Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bacon Concrete in Postville, the Lowena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Car Auto Group, online at karautogroup.com, and by Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. This is KCTN, Garnavillo, Elkader, Iowa. Welcome back to Whalert. It is Whalert victorious over North Fayette Valley, 13-1 in 3 innings. Whalert, so let's go through their totals first off. 13 runs, 12 hits, and they committed no errors. Ruth Tauber was 3 for 3, scored 2 runs, drove in 4 runs, and a triple from the leadoff spot. Julia Roth was 1 for 2 with an RBI and a double. Tyranny Tesla was 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly RBI. Anna Rolling in this ballgame was 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. C.D. Schultz was 1 for 2 with a double, a run scored, and an RBI. Addison Klein was 3 for 3, scored 2 runs, also drove in a run. Nora King, 0 for 1 in this ballgame, scored a run. Bailey Wallou was 2 for 2 with a double and scored 2 runs. And Kylie Sieverding was 2 for 2 in this ballgame, scored 2 runs, and drove in a run. Again, 13 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Julia Roth went the 3 innings for them, 3 hits, 1 run, walked nobody, and struck out 6. North Fayette Valley getting production up and down their lineup in this ballgame tonight.
Whalert.
Whalert, I should say.
Yes. And a lot of these runs, specifically the second inning, when this game looked like it might start getting out of hand a little bit, was started from Klein in that 6th spot. And like Coach said, if he can get production from the bottom of his lineup, they're going to be a really tough out and have a chance at the state tournament for sure.
For North Fayette Valley, 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Jessica Francis was 1 for 2. Bailey Rue was 0 for 2. Justine Colley 0 for 1. Sarah Dean 1 for 1, scored the lone Tiger Hawk run. Maddie Nye doubled in that run, and that was in the top of the 2nd inning. At that point, tied the game at 1. Hannah Schrader was 0 for 1. Grace Feldman 0 for 1. Ella Seek 0 for 1. Reagan Weimer was 0 for 1 in this ballgame. Weimer went 2 innings, worked into the 3rd, 12 hits, 12 runs, walked 2, struck out 2, and Alex Kent finished up going no innings, 1 hit, 1 run, walked 3, and struck out nobody. Whalert scored a run right in the bottom of the 1st inning as Tauber led things off with a triple, and there wasn't a walk. And it looked like trouble was brewing right away. North Fayette Valley got out of that inning, and it was only 1-0 at the end of 1. And then the Tiger Hawks actually answered right away in the top of the 2nd.
Yeah, one of your biggest concerns was this game getting out of hand quickly. And when the leadoff hitter, when you start the game, 3 straight strikeouts in the top half, you come out, Tauber hits a leadoff triple, you're like, oh boy, this one could get really ugly. And then Weimer works out of it. Her best stuff was in the bottom of the 1st inning, in my opinion, and she worked out of it. And then they come back top of the 2nd, like you said, tie the ball game. Like, hey, maybe they can hang around in this one. They'll keep fighting, keep the game close.
And then in the bottom of the 2nd inning, North Fayette Valley Whalert started with the bottom of the lineup. The 6, 8, and 9 hitters all reached. Klein, Wallou, and Sieverding. And that set up Tauber with a base hit and 2 RBIs. They ended up scoring 3 in the inning. It was 4-1 after 2 innings. North Fayette Valley again got the last 2 outs without any more trouble. But then after North Fayette Valley went quietly in the top of the 3rd, in the bottom of the 3rd inning, North Fayette Valley ended up sending 12 to the plate without an out, and they scored 9 runs on 7 hits, also 4 walks as part of that inning, and they close it with a 13-1 victory in 3 innings.
Yeah, and it's one of these things where Whalert was really patient in the first 2 innings. I think that was important for them. I think that was the game plan coming in. Make sure to see this pitcher who throws a lot of slower stuff, a lot of off-speed stuff. First time through the lineup, let's see it. Let's see how it goes, and then that 2nd, 3rd time through the lineup, they started teeing off right away, and Weimer wasn't the sharpest tonight, and every time she missed a spot, Whalert made them pay, and that's what good elite teams do.
Right. The goal was to try to keep them off balance the best you could, but there was a lot of, falling a little bit behind on some counts, put Whalert in some good hitting counts, but you mentioned it. It's a team that's walked more than they struck out. That is a team that has walked more than they have struck out. Not just an individual, but as a team, they've done that, Whalert.
Yeah, and I think the most impressive thing, and I touched on this a little bit earlier, I think the most impressive thing is we knew Whalert had 2 or 3 absolute studs at the top of their lineup. To see the line shots, the liner down the line for Wallou, their catcher, seeing everybody on their team, for the most part anyway, get a hit. And they're not even just little bloopers here and there. They're not little bouncers to the third baseman, which is a tough play. They hit line shots tonight. Coach said the most important thing, 0-0, 1-0, 2-0. They want to find a barrel, their pitch, their spot. And every time they got one, they hit it hard.
North Fayette Valley, it is a team that has only 2 seniors, but a couple of outstanding seniors. Reagan Weimer, who's been their top thrower for a number of years for North Fayette Valley, finally a senior as they shared the Upper Iowa Conference title this year, and Justine Colley, the shortstop as well, another one of those kids that's played 5 years there.
Yeah, and it's important because those are your 2 probably most important positions on the field is your pitcher, like you said, have thrown multiple years varsity. You hope Kent can step up next year. Maybe somebody else will come help shoulder a lot of those innings. And then your senior shortstop. I know she didn't have a great night tonight, but had a pretty positive year this year. But you have some pieces to build around there if you're North Fayette Valley coming off of a conference championship.
We know they can hit the ball. We know they can score runs. But, yes, they will have to replace quite a middle infielder and a shortstop there and one of their top defenders as well as their number one pitcher for next year. They've finally done talking there, and you can see hugs for Cowley and Weimer out there by a number of teammates. We'll take a break. We plan on talking with North Fayette Valley softball coach Bailey Monroe when our postgame show continues after this.
This is Michael Erickson at Central State Bank. We provide a complete line of lending services to help you get the best out of life. From home mortgages and equity loans to vehicle and personal loans. We have expert lending professionals who will work with you to provide options to address your needs. At Central State Bank, you don't deal with a branch or department, you deal with a banker who is dedicated to you. Central State Bank, member FDIC.
Find the perfect gift for birthdays, weddings, and anniversaries at Clayton Drug in Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner. Each store is unique in its own character and design, but all have gift items that would be the perfect gift. Clayton Drug is proud to carry many name brand lines such as Mud Pie, Young Living Oils, Greenleaf Candles, Melissa and Doug Educational Toys and Gifts, CJ Gibson, and many more. Check our Facebook page for shopping specials available at each location. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to service all in between.
Bodensteiner Implement is your local John Deere dealer with 10 locations in eastern Iowa to serve you. Check out their website, www.bodimp.com, for great deals on new and pre-owned equipment. From turf equipment to agricultural and compact construction equipment, they have solutions for every job. Nothing runs like a Deere, so come run with us at Bodensteiner Implement Company. Bodensteiner Implement is a proud sponsor of all high school sporting events, and we wish all our local athletes great success.
Welcome back to Whalert. We continue our post-game show. We're now joined by softball coach for North Fayette Valley, Bailey Monroe. Coach, first off here, let's start in the top of the second inning, because right back into this ballgame, after they scored, Sarah Dean singled Maddie Nye with a double, and I think you felt good at that point.
Absolutely. I feel like at that point they knew that it was possible to hit off that pitcher and we could gain some momentum. It just happened to be that our defense couldn't help us out on that.
All right. Now, obviously, you knew this was a task tonight and you were trying to keep Whalert off balance, but obviously this is the best hitting team you've faced.
Oh, absolutely. The ability for them to be able to launch the ball wherever it's pitched is amazing.
Let's talk a little bit there because you had to make a pitching change here. Reagan Weimer, you then went to Alex Kent, a youngster that got some work for you.
Yes, it's good for Alex to get some experience with that because she will be our ace next year, and so being able to face a tough team like this and come out is going to be a positive for her to go into next season.
I want to ask you here because I know you just had a lengthy talk with your team, but tell me about your two seniors.
Our two seniors are going to be irreplaceable. I have been a part of this coaching program for 4 years and 3 as head coach, and there are no two other players I've ever coached like them. They are very good leaders. They're passionate. They're dedicated. They're the ones that ask you to stay late. They're the ones that come early. They're the ones that come to you when they think that they need something to change. So they are going to be irreplaceable and big shoes to fill.
Obviously, you've got a good nucleus coming back. I think you love the direction you guys are heading. I know this is the point where you guys want to get to be on this level.
Absolutely, absolutely, and I think we can. Realistically, we do have a pretty young team, even though 6 out of our 9 starters are juniors or seniors, but we got Sarah Dean, who's only a sophomore. She's going to provide great things for us in the future. Hannah Schrader, she is going to provide great things, and she's only a freshman. And then just, having our juniors back next year is going to be great. And we do have some 7th graders that we think could possibly help us out as well.
All right. You won a co-conference championship this year, so still a good season for you guys. Thanks for joining us here. Congratulations on the season. We look forward to catching up with you.
Thanks very much.
North Fayette Valley softball coach Bailey Monroe talking things over about her Tiger Hawk team. A quick break. When we return, we'll set the stage for what's coming next. You're listening to High School Softball from KCTN Sports.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk On.
I should have moved over for that utility van.
I should have slowed down for that bucket truck.
I should have slowed down and moved over for that maintenance vehicle.
I should have known the law.
Did you know that in the state of Iowa, motorists are required by law to move over or slow down when approaching any stationary vehicle that has its flashing lights activated, including utility trucks and maintenance vehicles? Failing to do so can result in fines or the loss of your driver's license. So when you see flashing lights, move over or slow down, preferably both. It's the law, and it might just save a life. This safety message brought to you by Alamaki Clayton Electric, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Welcome back to Whalert. Our final score, Whalert over North Fayette Valley, 13-1 in our softball game here in 3 innings. Tigerhawks close the season 19-14. Whalert, good luck to the Golden Eagles. They improved to 29-8, looking definitely like one of the top teams in Class 3A. As I'm joined again by Gibson Barons. Gibson, let's get your thoughts on this game.
Well, I thought NFV really fought well for the first inning and a half, as we were talking about. Really got out of some dangerous situations early in the ballgame, and you thought, hey, maybe they'll hang around in this one, take this one the distance, maybe have a shot towards the end. And then the Whalert playing 5A teams throughout the season and showing their supremacy at the plate 1 through 9. I mean, it was just impressive. It was just a super impressive, and this is a reason why this is an arguably a top 5 team and probably going to the state tournament at the 3A level with a chance to maybe win it all.
So good luck to the Whalert Golden Eagles the rest of the postseason. North Fayette Valley closes the season 19-14. Our next broadcast tomorrow night, it is Edco at North Lynn, the regional semifinal. The On Deck show begins at 6:30. Game time is at 7 o'clock. And then Saturday night, back to the baseball tournament. MFL Marmac plays at New Hampton. The On Deck show again begins at 6:30. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Softball and baseball the next couple of nights. We're down to the Edco softball team and the MFL Marmac baseball team.
Excited to hop on here for tonight, but sticks go back to Coach Sass tomorrow and Saturday, so good to have him back.
All right, Tim, we may have you in a different sports role one of those nights. So again, our final score, Whalert defeats North Fayette Valley 13-1. For Gibson Barons, I'm Dan Barons. My thanks to Zach Soto for running our studio show tonight. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click in the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturday.